Dogs, we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out. And I am
Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions, asking me questions. Don't want my questions. They all in my business like TMZ, but back in the day they ain't noticed me. They weren't coming to see me like Otis, but I always thought like the coldest. I had a little chip on my shoulder, then I got older and older, and I had to flick it off. I feel like a boss, like I'm Ricky Ross, but I got no Maybachs. They do anything for the clout. It's thanks when they say that. If I take your girl, don't be in my DM asking for your payback. We say it's a lot of things like money, but hoes gonna say that. And homie, they straight facts. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions, asking me questions. Don't want my questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions, asking me questions. Don't want my questions. The grass greener on the other side. I took a peek in that grass red from all these homicides. I mean, you gotta look alive, cause in the field get live, or you gon' have your mama crying, asking God why. Why is my son in that casket? Why he get caught lacking? Why was he acting tough knowing damn well he bad at acting? His girl say he be tripping, but the op say he wasn't packing. Some niggas just wasn't built for the other side. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions, asking me questions. Don't want my questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions, asking me questions. Don't want my questions. Question. Quit asking me. Question. Quit asking me. Question. Quit asking me. Question. Quit asking me.
yeah. I told my squad we gon' make it out, one way or the other. Yeah. I had some hoop dreams, but no jumper like I'm Adam. My pen is too clean, so I had to stick with rapping. My life is hella deep, dog, you couldn't even fathom. My goals are like Twitter, you can see I'm staying at 'em. I'm trying to be the GOAT, every day I'm chasing ghosts like I'm Danny Phantom. And I can sell a nig, but I'd rather sell a hit, it's my niche. And business at the beat, so I had to hit the switch. And I am all in, I ain't on the fence. All these rappers peep my game, I ain't talking Twitch. Man, I'm trying to get rich, I'm trying to make my wrist match the plaques. I started from the bottom, I ain't going back. Told all the dogs, we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out. And I am hella lit, you want a couch? They said I wasn't good enough, but that's in one ear and not the other. And they don't wanna see me shine like they close the shutters. But when I said I'm top 5, I didn't stutter. I put the 6 on my back like my name is Color. And I got the game in my hand. You would think I'm wearing cutters. They was sleeping on me like they tucked in some covers. But now I got everybody woke like they BLM. Now it's over like I'm pressing sim. It was looking dim, eyes slim like M. It was sink or swim. They hated me but loved them. Yeah, they put me in the rough, but I was a gem. Told all the dogs we gon' make it out. I would never fall, you can't take me out. I'm popping like a zit, I'm breaking out, and I am hella lit. You want a couch? Everybody dissing me, even Yes Jules. I admit it, yeah, it kinda hurt. It was hella cruel, but I use it as fuel. Ain't no turning back. I told Matt cut on the Pro Tools, and I'll never stop going in like I'm Quan. Yeah, I'm working to dawn, cause I know that I'm the one. I'm a king like Vaughn. I gotta keep a bag on me just like a carry-on. And people hate, but I carry on like a wayward son. I'm a couple years in, but I've only just begun. People thought that I was done, they was looking for a fort. I was coming up short, but I never did abort. Now I'm popping like a cork. I'm champagne sipping, cause now we got them clicking. I remember days when people wouldn't listen. I was contemplating quitting, but now I'm dripping like a gutter. You know that's where we came from. Yeah, I took a couple L's, now the only ones I take is when I face some. And I just got a new deal like I'm Taysom. You think it's scary now, wait until the tape comes.
So bad.
Told all the dogs we gon' make it out.
You know what you gotta start doing?
You can't take me out.
A lot of
I'm
things.
popping
Dead
like a
hang.
zig. I'm breaking out.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that.
You want
Why?
a couch?
Why? Because I'm not. Just there's a lot of reasons why I'm not gonna
Do a
that.
dead hang for like a minute a day. You won't be able to probably do it.
First of all, I'd be paralyzed. I think I would critically injure myself.
Oh, your posture will improve dramatically, bro.
Okay, I'm sure like just sitting upright is probably step one.
Yeah, but how tough is it for you to sit upright now? It doesn't just correct itself.
Yeah.
No, you gotta like.
That's my squad.
Yeah,
we
well,
gonna make it
you have
out.
me like Spider-Man. I'm not
One
gonna
way
do
or the
that.
other. Yeah.
Get one of those pull-up bars.
I have
had
a
some
pull-up
hoop
bar.
dreams,
You
but
do?
no jumper
Yeah.
like a man.
Hang from
My
it.
pen is too
A minute a
clean, so
day.
I had
A
to stick
minute a
with
day.
rapping. My
Wait.
life is hella
Okay,
deep,
maybe I don't know
dog,
what you're
you
talking
couldn't
about. I thought you
even
meant hang
fathom. My
upside
goals
down.
are like
No,
Twitter,
just
you
a
can
dead
see I'm
hang,
staying
right? So
down.
you're.
Oh, I do that. I do that all the time where I just like swing.
Okay, yeah, but like, see how long you can. Where is your pull-up bar in view?
No, it's downstairs.
I was gonna ask you to tilt your camera, see how long you can
No,
hang.
I'm
for.
upstairs. I thought you
Hanging-
meant hanging by your feet. You know, like people who do that. It's like,
I'm
are you
not-
insane?
No, dude, it's way tougher than people think, though, to just hang. Like, it's not easy, but
No.
apparently it's fantastic for posture. So
Okay. Well, I can do that because I don't weigh anything. So like stuff like pull-ups.
yeah,
are
but
not.
it's still good. Give it a whirl.
Okay.
Give it a whirl. Knock back a shot of JD and hang.
Yeah,
for
after
it.
we close up the shop in about an hour, I'll do
do
it.
it. And will you time it and let me know how long you can do it for on your
Sure.
first try?
Sure.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You caught us talking before we opened the doors. You like that?
Sort of. That doesn't really make sense, but I still like it.
It does, man. The window was open and caught some inside
Unlock
shot.
the doors.
Welcome to the odds shop. The doors are open. Come on inside. Take a seat. We're shopping odds today. Game 5, Boston, Miami. Man, what a series this could potentially become in the event that Boston steals Game 5. Going to be interesting. A lot of baseball as well on top of that. We got a lot to get. Soon we're going to be talking football, and I just can't wait for it. But anyway, happy to have you guys with us as always. I'm Dave Loughran at Lafayette_D, joined by Ben Rasa at JazzRazDFS, soon to be the Hanging Man.
The Hangman.
The
Yeah,
The Hangman, I like that.
the Hangman. That's
What's
a good
up, dude?
going on. Yeah, it's been a weird day. A lot of college baseball, a lot of frustration. So we got to get right. This is a get right show. Ready to go. A little basketball. Me and Eitan did a show yesterday. No basketball. So we were talking a lot of baseball. We were talking a little hockey. We get Game 5 tonight. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, man. Also, I saw the little humble brag that you had yesterday. I was glad you did it. Don't look at me like that. I was glad you did. A little Jorge Soler Dinger Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was
Yeah.
what I needed that because there was a lot of I already complained about this, but I turned on the Stars game and their captain got ejected and suspended for 2 games within 1 minute. But I think we'll get to this, and we don't need to pull it up on the screen now. I'm pretty sure last night we had some good stuff from the community and whatnot. So we're right back on track here.
Rich said Loppy and Ben ready to get back in the groove today. They're due. Dude, we missed a community parlay like 2 times, and now it's like we're
I
slumping.
like it.
By the way,
Gotta have it.
I was on Adam Wainwright under 4.5 Ks and cruised to victory on that. So
yeah, you were the only winner though. We showed that yesterday. Me and the community were no good.
no, I don't know. Miami minus, that was a hard community one that day, I thought.
It was, I mean, yeah, it was not good. The Stars were dead on arrival. I've also, again, I have the easiest job on the community parlay right now. Like for the last week or so, I've been taking like a minus 130 to minus 150 shot. So I'm winning a lot more than because my break even is higher. So like not right. You've been carrying us. Aton also for the price has been carrying us. I have the easiest job of the 3 right now.
Yo, Adam Wainwright this year, by the way, for those of you guys paying attention to this stuff.
Is he washed? Is he just complete dust?
He has a 10% strikeout rate.
That seems not good.
It's okay. League average is around 21%.
Seems high.
Yeah, he has I mean, he has a.
So what's an elite?
Per 9, like, but K percentage. So
what's like Strider?
Oh, dude, that's
40%. Like I don't understand. It's got to be.
He's probably not even kidding. He's probably at 40%, 38%.
Yeah, stupid.
He's at 41.5%. That is insane.
Yeah, that doesn't seem possible.
That is outrageous. Swinging strike rate is
200%.
20%.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Oh my God.
Could have used him on the mound today for my Oregon State Beavers. Tough scenes.
I mean, obviously I knew he was fantastic, but I didn't actually know that his K rate was still sitting north of 40%. That's just wild. So he throws 3 pitches and mostly slider and 4-seam fastball. If you aren't familiar with some of these stats, that's fine. But his whiffs per swing on his slider, 57%. So that means that every time if you swing right now, 57% of the time, if you swing on his slider, you're missing.
Maybe just don't swing then. Have these teams ever thought of that?
Yeah,
no, I'm not joking.
I mean, it's kind of funny you say that because Dallas Keuchel, you remember Dallas Keuchel?
It's a perfect game.
Dallas Keuchel had a stretch there where he could get anybody out and he could get you to just swing at anything outside of the zone. And then they stopped swinging on pitches outside of the zone.
Novel concept. Like,
I mean, I'd also like to see, but it's also possible that Strider's swings and misses in the zone are just insane too.
That could be a problem. But like,
right?
I'm not going to go on a full rant, but I'll just say like when you're the A's and you've already disgraced yourself permanently, there's literally nothing good that can happen this whole year. Why wouldn't you just try some real crazy things? Like you tell everybody, no matter what, do not swing the bat and just see what happens. Just see what happens.
Wait, like all game?
Yeah, just don't swing. And just as an experiment, how many walks would you generate?
I mean, I think eventually
What's the worst that can happen? They lose 5-1. They do that every single night.
This is true.
Or take an outfielder or take an infielder and put him in the outfield. Go 4 outfielders. I don't even know if you can do that.
I mean, Joe Madden's done weird shit like that all the time.
Real weird. Like just figure stuff out. Move to a 10-man rotation and pitch everyone every 3 days. Like What good is playing traditional baseball and losing 130 games?
Right. And yes, of course, MCs. Yes, of course, dude. So the reason guys swing at pitches outside of the zone is because they look like they're going to be pitches in. Of course. Yeah, of course.
But don't swing. Just don't.
Right. You're saying, okay.
I'm saying
but then
get
they just
mowed
start
down.
pounding the zone with fastballs.
Well, then so be it.
You ready to
Let's
talk
just try it.
some
What's the
odds,
worst that can happen?
You ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's get into see.
Game 5. All right, check this out. So Miami, and happy to have you guys with us. Yeah, if you haven't done so yet, take a single second, hit that thumbs up, atone for your sins. You'll feel better about yourself that you've done something good for the first time all day. You can feel a sense of pride. I'm kidding. I'm sure you guys have had wildly productive days, but hit that thumbs up if you haven't. What's that?
Not me.
Not you. Well, hit that thumbs up then, brother. You'll feel better.
I did.
All right, me too.
I don't feel any different though. I'm not gonna
Subscribe
lie.
to the channel. I can't believe we're almost at 75,000 subs. Every time I see it, it's kind of surreal, just given when we started this channel out. Pretty awesome stuff.
Amazing community. Truly. Just fantastic.
No doubt. Miami Heat. They were minus 1,100 to win this series before game 4. You know what they are now?
Minus 400.
Plus 300.
No,
I'm kidding. They are minus 255.
This series is the ultimate pendulum has swung too radical in every direction. Like they shouldn't. Everyone was just like, Boston is so disgraceful. They're never going to ever win a game. And now everyone's like, oh, well, like the Heat might hang on potentially. Like
up 3-1.
It's like, okay, let's not get crazy.
That's why I try and never go too far in one direction or the other, unless I'm supremely confident in it.
Yeah, I mean, I do that all the time, but I go down with my ships all the time.
If the Celtics win tonight, and let's be clear here, in the postseason, they are 4-5 at home. So it's not, I mean, it should be home court advantage, but they have not exactly performed well at home this year.
Terrible.
In the postseason. If they win tonight, and they're 8-point favorites, by the way, Gabe Vincent being out for Miami, he is out, is kind of whatever. People were acting like beat writers. Josh and I talked about it this morning. We're acting like this was some massive, huge deal. It's really not. It's really not. There's the books didn't even pull the line, Ben. That tells you all you need to know. Anyway.
8-point favorites tonight.
8-point favorites tonight. Brogdon's hurt too. He's got a partially torn tendon in his elbow. That's a bigger deal than Gabe Vincent being out, in my opinion. But if the Celtics win tonight, what do you think the series line moves to? Are they favored? Or
depending on how they win, if they cover tonight, the Celtics will be favored to win the series.
Isn't that crazy?
I think at least. I would have them as like a 3-point favorite in game 6. And if they win game 6, they'll be a double-digit favorite in game 7.
But does that still favor you to win the series, though? Because they're still talking about, okay, you're favored in both games, but a slight favorite in Miami. Does that make you a series favorite? Because you still need both outcomes. They still need to win both games.
Yeah, it's a 2-game parlay.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's not exactly like, okay, you're 58% to win this game and you're 70% or 65% to win this game.
Well, it really comes down to what is the money line in game 6. Like if the money line's like minus 140, then they would be plus money, because the money line in game 7 will be like minus 500.
For sure.
And so like if you're minus, say minus 175 ish in game 6, that would be about minus 120.
Okay.
Maybe a little less. So it'll be close. They'll be around to pick them, I would bet.
In that event, if it goes to 7 and Boston wins in game 6 and they're huge favorites in game 7, I might bet Miami.
If Boston loses, I'll just say this. If Boston loses in 7, that's more disgraceful than being swept.
Absolutely. Because you get people excited again. And you're just like, that'd be brutal.
Really bad. I don't know. I'm not in the, I don't know what to make of the Celtics. Nothing would surprise me. I think they're going to win tonight. Clearly they're favorite to win tonight, but I thought I was as certain as you could be relative to knowing it's basketball that they would win game 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to lose both in Boston.
And they did.
Spoiler alert.
They
Lost
did.
both on Boston.
All right, you ready to get into this little basketball action
Yeah.
today? Brand new OddsShopper version 2. You can put your bankroll in there. You can isolate as many sports books as you want and get rid of the other ones. That's been huge. You can just select whatever league you want as well. So for me, usually it's like NBA if we're talking about this, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to take the several sports books that you know I'm on or allow me to be on. Do that, and then I'm going to put my bankroll in, and then we're going to go to work. First week of OddsShopper, as you know, is free. You can check it out. You will love it. And if you don't, we'll gladly refund your misery, which is $0. But it's a super powerful tool. It is sick. I use it every day, and there is one bet out of the gate that I like, Ben, and it's not just because it's the highest XR or highest highest EV bet, but also for some other reasons. So you ready for this?
Let's do it. Where are you getting things started?
Malcolm Brogdon, man. I think this, normally you'd look at this and go, man, I cannot take the under there. He's played 18 and 17 minutes over his last 2 games. Grant Williams has played 29 in both of those. I think we're at a point now where we have to at least be considering this Malcolm Brogdon injury. We have to at least be viewing this as something that is serious. And if you're on OddsShopper, Mike, go to the list view for a second. So you go to the list view. This is how I find everything. And then I like to go to the grid view and click on it and make sure I'm seeing what it is everywhere else. So it's minus 102 on FanDuel. Wow. Caesars minus 123. Looks like DraftKings might not even have a line on it yet, or it didn't populate.
So that was my question. I'm stunned that there's a guy who has something wrong with his elbow, that they're offering lines on like this.
They're clearly hedging it though.
Still.
Yeah. Oh no, I hear you, but they are hedging it for sure. Just like the books did on Kevin Love at 11.5 the other day, and he still went under.
Brogdon, I mean, one for his last 11, shooting a crisp 0% from 3 in his last 2 games.
Yep.
Minutes aren't there. Might be out there knowing that not going to take as many. Like, it just feels really odd that this is just being offered. I don't know. I don't get this one.
Well, and you're essentially getting it at even money as well.
Oh, you're getting a good line. Yeah.
I mean, if you're saying you're a little bit worried by it, I understand that. I also think it's I'm betting it right now as we speak.
As am I.
Because it's at minus 106. Oh wait, hold on. No, it's not. Is it still there? I was at points and rebounds. Is it still minus 102? Yeah, I'm gonna bet this.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, just getting this is I'm willing, put it this way, Ben. I'm willing to take the risk on.
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the bet at all. I'm just truly surprised that they populated bets for a guy that seems to have an actual injury.
Yeah. DraftKings does not have a lineup for this.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm really not surprised by that.
You know what's funny though? And here's where I love picking your brain on this type of stuff. So you've got that one, but then you also have Grant Williams rebounds. The over on BetMGM right now is one of our highest EV bets, right? Even money on BetMGM. This is minus 123 on Caesars, minus 110 on DraftKings. Does FanDuel not have a Grant Williams line, but they do have a Malcolm Brogdon line? And DraftKings does have Grant Williams, but they don't have Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, that is a little like, I mean, they're kind of shading to one side of the domino, even though that's the one spot. Like if you are building, and you're going to pay, they always have, but like the correlation in same game parlays might not be enough to, kind of consolidate what's going to be, I think, a pretty A or B situation. Like if Brogdon is truly a non-factor tonight, Grant Williams props are way undervalued.
Right. 29 minutes in 2 straight games. He did play 26 in game 2, in game 2, but I mean, if this could also just go poorly and then Malcolm Brogdon is magically okay, you know?
He still has to play. Like that. The thing is, though, and we talked about this with Kevin Love a little. If Malcolm Brogdon's 100% fine, and this was fake news, it was a misreport, say, which is obviously not the case. It's not a guarantee he clears these numbers.
No.
Like you're just in a pretty bad spot, and you're drawing very live still.
So you like this Grant? I mean, Grant Williams, it's even money here at over 3.5 boards.
Yeah, I like it at even money. I'm looking right now. I see minus 126 out there. I see a lot of minuses and prize picks. Yeah, they have Brogdon's points, rebounds, assists at 15. That's even better of a line. So
who does?
Prize picks.
Oh, that's a good spot on prize picks.
Very good spot. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I can't do pick'em. I can't do prize picks. I can't do any pick'em sites in Pennsylvania, but I can bet. So that's good.
Makes a lot of sense.
Brogdon under 1.5 threes on Bet Rivers, if that's available to you, is minus 139. DraftKings does have this one, minus 165. MGM minus 160. Caesars minus 156.
Yeah, I mean, this is like directly like impacted by what we're talking about. The guy's taken 5 threes in the last 2 games. He's made none of them.
Yep.
Volume is down. Percentage clearly is down, but it seems like you're drawing pretty well that he would have to go like full Jokic, like 2 for 2, 2 for 3. It doesn't seem like he's taking 8 threes too likely here.
No. And if he does, you live with it. You're still,
of course.
Here's what I'm okay living with, knowing that I'm still getting the best line out there on that number.
Well, that's why you got to say, again, the reason that it's profitable, as you guys know, is not under 1.5 because we project it has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with the books are saying the true odds on this are not 139, it's 163. So break even's 163. We're laying 139 over time. That's where you get the money.
Right. And what a fun slate. What a fun game this is to talk about. What a fun game to talk about betting, because Gabe Vincent's out and Malcolm Brogdon's dealing with an injury. We also don't know what Kevin Love's playing time looks like. Grant Williams, what's that going to look like? Are Horford and Williams going to play 25 and 23 again? There's a lot of questions with this. I'll say this much. The Duncan Robinson one is interesting. Now, let me see if there's any good value on Kyle Lowry. When I looked earlier, there were no Kyle Lowry props out there.
There's one, and it's uncomfortable. His under on assists.
See, I don't like. I get it, but if you look at this Boston team right now, there are. I would. Is the over on 4.5 assists super minus EV? Yeah, -7.
Yeah, you Here's can't what I'm saying.
There. They don't have another backup point guard that sees the floor. They don't. Unless you want it to be Jimmy.
Clothes.
Yeah, unless you want it to be Jimmy, but fine. Butler and Bam have to be on the floor every time Lowry's off. Lowry was playing a lot of minutes alongside Gabe Vincent, and he was doing a lot of the primary ball handling. What scares me is that Lowry could come out of nowhere and play 40 minutes tonight, and I'd go, oh, well, I get it. They kind of had to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he can do that at this point. Like, he's not pushing major minutes in any games.
He hasn't needed to, though. They don't have a backup point. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
No, I know, but he also tweaks something. Not that I'm saying I'm not reporting it, but like Lowry did get a little banged up in the last game.
Yeah.
I don't know. They are out of options again. Of course, Oladipo's gone. Hero, you see, by the way, see Hero's wardrobe?
Oh no! His game attire or something?
It's rough, man.
So many of Kyle Kuzma. That shit is just out of control.
I honestly don't know how to describe what Hero was wearing. He kind of looked like it. I don't know.
No, say it.
No, it's not like, oh, I can't say it. I don't know how to describe it. It was like Inspector Gadget-esque on like meth, maybe. I don't know what.
Wait, is it the black leather jacket with the bucket hat?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's
bad.
Someone on Twitter said Tyler Hero dresses like he's a backup dancer for Sugar Ray. I mean, yeah, that is a wild getup.
It's extreme. Extreme, man. Anyway, by
the way, Lowry over 21.5 PRA is a slight positive bet on OddsShopper, but it's not one that you're going to be, running to the window to get to either.
Mac Hudson, you're in the lofty camp of extreme sweats. Kevin Love under a half a turnover. Now that's a sweat.
Yeah, I mean,
I get it. Who wants to sweat that?
Like he's very rarely ever going to touch the ball.
No, he doesn't do anything.
Like if he does, he's not going to be bringing it up. What that's got to be juiced heavy, right?
No, minus 115.
I mean, yeah, I guess a turnover's like one turnover.
I mean, something stupid could happen.
Right. Yeah, it's 115 on both sides.
That's hilarious.
I don't hate it. If he plays, I don't hate it actually. If the guy plays 11 minutes again.
Yeah, you got to be worried that he tries one of his patented like full court chest passes.
Right. Yeah. But I kind of like. I
told you what I say. It's right from your school of insane, extra sweaty plays.
Who pointed that out?
Mac Hudson. Good people.
I kind of like that, Mac. I like that. Yeah. I'm going to bet it. I wonder if there's better odds elsewhere.
Oh, yeah. Shop that.
Got to. Do we have turnovers on OddsShopper?
No, I don't think so.
No.
What fact? See, this Matthew Scarberry said, what factored into the expected win percentage stat on OddsShopper? Injuries, home court advantage, weather. No, nothing. None of that stuff. This is a market-based tool. So we're not using projections at all. It's taking what the market is telling us and setting the line. So it doesn't do that at all.
But be clear about this. That's because all of that's already baked into the odds.
They do it for us. We don't weigh that stuff. We say the books, they know what's important. They know how to value injuries and home court and 3-point percentage and defensive splits, and they make their lines based off of it. Those lines don't always agree. And when there's a disagreement, we're here to jump on whoever screws up.
We got the community parlay up as well. Let's see. Heat +8, Boston -8, Miami money line, Vegas Golden Knights at -105. What do you doing here?
I picked the Celtics.
Laying the points?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people liking the Heat right now, 47%. 50%. Climbing, baby.
Yeah. It's going to be, it again, just like in chalkboard and Discord, I've seen the narrative. It has gone from like, I wouldn't touch the Celtics with a 10-foot pole. And now it seems like most people are really on like the Miami might be in trouble. It has changed very quickly.
I'm not willing to get there yet. One game from Boston isn't enough for me to just assume that they're going to win 3 more in a row.
I'm just stunned at how big of a jump. I get it. I do, because these lines we talk about this all the time. Like if Miami wins tonight and then they replayed the series, Boston would be favored again in the series. Which a lot of people don't really get. I am just stunned though. It always is weird. Boston is a sizable favorite tonight.
Yeah, very much so. I want to look at some of these boosts and promos because there's a lot of them out there today. Let's get to it. Tim Strong said, I've hit $250 bonus bets into $600+ in the last 2 weeks using OddsShopper. If you don't have it, check it out. Yeah, it'll pay for itself. And I saw the tweet, Tim. I forget who it was at, but yeah, it's awesome. I love seeing that stuff. David Eckenrode. Okay, so OddsShopper is market-based and pick Bet Pro or Pick 'em Pro on Stochastic is projection-based. Yes. But BetPro, what's interesting about that is it is still a blend, like it's projection based, but it factors in the market as well. Just not OddsShopper is straight market based, but you try them both. If you want, OddsShopper is free for the first week. BetPro is, I think, half off the first month.
Yeah.
So I use both of them every day. I use both. And a lot of times I will look towards both. You don't have to. You could be fine with just one of them, but
Yeah,
I prefer to use both. What's that?
Yeah, just difference. I only use one. You use both. Both can be very, very successful.
Greg uses both as well. I know that.
He does.
Aton only uses OddsShopper. Yeah.
I'm not sure he uses either. He just uses the force.
All right. Let's get into these promos today. Links to everything in the description, by the way. You can find all those links in the description if you wanted to get in on that. BetPro's down there. OddsShopper's the first one, 7-day free trial. And if you ever have questions, my DMs are open on Twitter. Or just hit me up in Chalkboard. That's the easiest place to find me. That link to Chalk, it's a free app. All of our picks are free in there. Greg and I hanging out, and a bunch of all of us, 2,100 people. We just started up like a month and a half, 2 months ago, and we're growing. So shout out to all you guys in here that are in the Chalkboard community. You guys are the best. You've made it a ton of fun. It's free forever. So best place to reach us. Also, Ben, some really sharp people in there that are like sold on the process to help as well. That's what's nice. I don't have to be in there to answer questions all the time anymore. So join our Chalkboard. All right. Let's see what we got. FanDuel NBA Superstar start boost. Boosted from -180 to even money. I know you're not a big fan of these, but this one is at least interesting. Tatum and Butler to each score 5 points in the first quarter. You love it?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I'll pass that to you. I don't mess around with these first quarter things. I don't know the rotations. I can't get the right lines. You tell me.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's probably not great, but
Stupid.
And Tatum's been resting a little bit in the first quarter too. Like Butler's going to play the whole first quarter.
I do like the over tonight for what it's worth, so that helps your case.
Okay.
I only bet one of these so far. I bet one of these boosts already.
Which one did you boost? Wait, let me guess. You bet the Jack Eichel.
Yeah. He's like -200 plus on Penny to score a point tonight.
And they boosted it to even money, huh?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No, the break even on that is like -160.
What do they let you get down on that though?
Not a lot, but it doesn't matter.
No, you just do it anyway. Sure.
Yeah. I just need 75 of those to pay for college baseball today, and we're good.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna hit that too. Why not?
Hey, look, -162, right on the nose. Beautiful.
So to record a point?
Yeah.
So you're getting a considerable boost on that. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, let's do that one. And then we have another DraftKings one. Game 5 Superstar Super Boost. Come on, man.
How many times are they going to use super?
I don't know. I'm not a fan,
man.
I don't think it helps the cause here. Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, and Jaylen Brown all to score 20 plus points at +125.
I haven't looked at the numbers, but just looking at it, I don't like it. Seems all right. Seems close, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, the Eichel one so far has to be the best. I don't think
that's not up for debate. Yeah, that's the best one.
All right. I'm not huge on this one either. You got 3 guys that both need to go 20 plus. So sure, Tatum and Butler, but you're boosting it to +125. It's not really a long odds bet at all here. I'm not a fan. Was it you that mentioned this the other day? Because I completely agree, and I've said the same thing. Not a fan where they just keep adding legs to this.
Yeah.
And it's all like heavily favored legs so they can make it look more appealing. But you know what happens when you go with those, 3-leg heavy favorites. One of them always lets you down.
Yeah, because they're all, again, there's something, at least in my mind, I'm sure my mind doesn't work properly, but when you don't understand that it's all together, it's like, well, that's going to happen. Like, oh, that'll happen too. well, that's going to win. It's like, yes, but they all have to win. One of them is going to get unlucky more often than the break. That's why you see it all the time. Like, oh, minus 1,000, 10-leg parlay for even money. Like, none of these could lose. And then what happens? End of the night, you're not going to believe this. I lost one leg. It's like, yeah, that's going to happen every time because that's why every time you lose only one. You're not going to lose 7 minus 1,000s.
Right. It's just always interpreted as a bad beat when you don't hit every leg on your parlay, when really so that's close. The way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. When the break even's even money, you're supposed to lose that half the time, but it always feels like you hit 9 of 10. So I was right there. You want to be careful with that stuff.
You know, on the surface right now, looking at this Boston one for BetMGM, this KG boost. I don't know how I feel about this, but let's see. I'm just curiously throwing this in the FanDuel right now because it's at BetMGM just to see what odds they give us. So it's Jason Tatum 31 plus points, Smart 13 plus points, and the Celtics to win, boosted from plus 350 to plus 450.
Seems fine.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. I mean, it seems slightly favorable.
Yeah, I mean,
that's pretty good. It's better than I thought it was on its face, honestly.
31 plus 13. Yeah, I think that's fine. Over 4-1, sure, but also, again, like, it can be close to a wash, you know? Like some of these boosts, they can take a bet that's very egregious up to about break even. And then it's more like, do you want action on it?
Right. So let me ask you this then. Are you betting any of these other ones?
The only one of the 3 that, again, I already bet the hockey one. If I bet one of the other 3, it's not the FanDuel one. It would be the last one we talked about, the plus 450.
Okay. So the plus 450, it's basically Eichel number 1, far and away.
Far and away.
Then if you had to sprinkle, it would be the KG big ticket parlay boost on BetMGM.
Yes.
And then the other ones you're just letting go.
Yeah, it would be, I mean, the FanDuel one, I'd rather hang upside down on the pull-up bar before I bet that. Stupid.
All right. So that's it. If you guys have any other promos that you've seen and any other books we haven't looked at, yeah, go for it. Let us know. The Real Soldier said, which one's the best? Yeah, you like the Eichel one quite a bit. I do too, especially when you look at those penny odds on it.
Man, looks like he's going a little Heat money line tonight. Okay, I respect that.
Manny said, I don't see Celtics winning at all tonight. Did you guys not watch games 1, 2, and 3?
Sadly, I did watch them.
It's just not how it works, though, man. Like, I mean, look, I think Miami could obviously win. They did it twice in Boston already, but we saw game 4 too, and that's the most recent one. So, free trial still available for what, Zach? Which one? OddsShopper?
Yeah, it says right in the description, the 7-day free trial, the first link you'll see. So you can do that. You can tell your friends, get them involved.
Yep. BetPro, it went from the free trial to half off for the month. OddsShopper free week is going away very soon. It's already on its way out. We just don't have a specific date, but get in while the getting's good. I was looking at some NBA or MLB stuff as well on OddsShopper, but I want to pull up a few more NBA bets. I want to get in a little bit more NBA action before we go. We now have the Kyle Lowry under 5.5 assists at the highest EV bet of the night on FanDuel. I get it. Don't get me wrong.
Minus 124, break even of minus 150.
Every other DraftKings, Caesars both have it at 4.5 right now. 4.5. Obviously, the under is plus money, but they have it at 4.5 today. FanDuel still has the under 5.5. It's only minus 124 too. So that's why it's not even heavy juice on the, not shaded heavy towards the under, Ben.
No, I'm betting this right now. I'm going
Yeah.
for it.
Just from a logical perspective, it's a good bet. I thought it'd be like minus 150, minus 160. What are the true odds on this? The new OddsShopper version has true odds as well, which, oh, you already named it. My fault. I thought you were talking about something else. So true odds we have calculated at minus 150. The actual odds are minus 124. Wow. Okay. Jaylen Brown over 22.5 points at minus 114 on FanDuel is a 5% EV bet. Duncan Robinson over 1.5 rebounds.
I bet that.
Robinson?
Yeah, Duncan Robinson over at like plus 105.
I don't mind that at all, as a matter of fact.
I just need him to randomly catch a couple. Like,
well, also it's very possible that he gets more minutes today with Gabe Vincent out. They have to give it to someone. Not saying he can play 30 alongside Max Strus, but still there's a window here because Caleb Martin's already playing big minutes. There's a window for somebody to get pretty significant additional minutes. And like you mentioned with Brogdon on this Robinson one at plus money, maybe he doesn't get additional minutes, but still you can fall into 2 rebounds. You're not dead if he doesn't get big additional minutes like maybe you expected.
Yeah, and it works. It really does work both ways because in chat, Manny was just saying this, it could be Lowry. And that's true, but Gabe Vincent isn't going to be ruled out from the clouds. He's already ruled out. Like these lines are factoring in that possibility. So I'm not really worried about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I said it earlier to you. If Lowry played 40 minutes, like if he can physically withstand the physical torture that will be imposed upon his body at this old age.
I don't think he's pushing more than 30 minutes in this game.
Where are the minutes going to go? I really do think it's possible that Lowry plays a lot of minutes tonight. If he can hang, he's going to play a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Where else do they go?
Haslam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to, maybe they push like, maybe they committee, maybe just, Strus, everyone takes 6 extra minutes.
Right. But if that's the case, then Butler, then Butler becomes your de facto point guard because they don't have anyone else. You can't have Duncan Robinson doing it. Caleb Martin ain't going to do it.
No.
Max Strus isn't going to do it. Haywood Highsmith isn't going to do it.
Oh.
That's where you run into a bit of a pickle. You like Jimmy Butler over 0.5 3?
No.
You like Jaylen Brown over 32.5 PRA or over 22.5 points?
Yeah, over 22.5 points. I think that's a FanDuel bet. I had that on a list.
It is.
Before. Yeah, that's one. When I was looking at the Lowry, because again, you were mentioning some of the updates that we have, you can just toggle by books. And today in particular, I just wanted to get most of my action over on FanDuel. So I just had that kind of filtered. And the ones that I was really looking into, the Lowry assist and then the Jaylen Brown over. So I'm fine with that.
Baseball. Guys, don't only bet the sports that you like. Don't. Bet
the sports you don't know anything about. That's by far the most profitable thing you can do.
Yeah. Well, with OddsShopper, no, it is because there is no bias, personal bias injected into your plays. That's what you're getting at, I assume.
The numbers are the numbers. I promise you.
And if you're using OddsShopper, guys, the reason we're listing these sports, but it's for a reason. It's don't just find that like, oh, under 1.5 bases, I'm going to bet this at the place that I like. That's effective. You're effectively negating any value in the tool by doing that. However, Ben, that doesn't mean though that you can't go, all right, I'm not under 1.5 bases is minus 115 at Bet Rivers. It's a 9% EV bet. It's our best baseball bet on the board right now. Okay. That does not mean though that it isn't a good bet elsewhere. What I mean is okay. And I don't know, it might not be, but it's minus 115. If we were to pull up DraftKings, does the Tim Anderson bet still look good? Yes. It's a 5% EV bet, 4.6% recommended bankroll or bet size of your bankroll. So it's not as good a bet. And on the tool, you can see we don't recommend you put as much money on it, But sometimes I think it'd be easy to go, oh, Bet Rivers, I don't have Bet Rivers, but it's actually still a good bet on somewhere like DraftKings. You know what I mean?
That's where the new enhancement for me is so crucial. I go to Tim Anderson. I look and it says true odds minus 140. That is the barrier to entry. Any book that's better than that is a good bet. It's just a degree of how good.
Right.
So minus 115 is the best, but minus 120 is still better than minus 140. Minus 130 is still better than minus 140. You just don't want to bet as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Bryson Stott over 1.5 bases plus 115 on DraftKings. That's a 5% EV bet. Now your recommended bet size is going to be lower on that because it's plus money. You don't need to bet as much, but that's a good spot. Trying to see if there's any other. We got any strikeout props here? Any good strikeout props?
A lot of games today already, wasn't there?
Yeah, because it's a third. Yeah, it's a third. What's that, Ben? Yeah, there you go. Nola under 5.5, even money. That's not bad. Or plus 110. Sorry. What do we have the true odds on Aaron Nola strikeouts today?
I don't even have that one.
Caesars has it at minus 119. All right, so yeah, plus 110. We have the true odds at plus 107, so it's fine. You sprinkle on a bet like that. You don't go heavy-handed.
Got it.
Let's see. Ratty Telez on Caesars looks like
sounds like a made-up person.
He looks like a made-up person, bro.
He's a creative player.
Yeah, for sure. Man, those Malcolm Brogdon true odds though on the 3 minus 139 true is the odd true odds minus 163. Just given some of the inefficiency, not to revisit this, but it's probably a good time. Is there any better night when it comes to basketball? We only have one game. Usually if there's no injuries and everything is status quo, it's like, okay, you're not going to get a lot of good bets. Is it any surprise that we're getting some good plus EV bets on a night like this where there's so much uncertainty actually on both sides of this game?
So that's the key. Like, again, with an approach like this, if every book is in unison that these are the minutes, these are the usage, this is the potential outcome, you will have zero bets that populate as plus EV spots. The more injuries, the more uncertainty, the more unknowns, clearly there's disagreement in the market. Because you just mentioned it. You're saying that there's chances that a guy like Lowry could push for 40 minutes tonight in an extreme scenario. That creates a lot of uncertainty.
100% on both sides.
On both sides, absolutely.
Kyle asked plus 105 on Tipico for Nola K's. Do you like that? True odds are plus 107, so it's basically just a
slight wash. But if you like the play, you can overcome 2 cents.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You still want to find the best line, but that's not bad. Look, there's plenty of times where if DraftKings only lets me bet this much on it, I'll go over to FanDuel and I'll bet the same bet. I just, like if I'm overriding it in the sense that, all right, say BetPro, for example, too, loves it and the projections love it, but it's like, okay, it's plus 9% EV on DraftKings, but then it's still plus 5% on FanDuel. I'll get as much as I can on the best odds and then still bet it on FanDuel. I
mean, you're just merging it into a hybrid line of like average the two.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's no need to do that if you can, if they're like, yeah, okay, go for it, put whatever you want down. But
sometimes it's life. Like I know for me, there's certain books where I'm like, I don't want to deplete this balance. Like I have a ton of action on this. So like, I'll sacrifice 2 cents one day just to get my action on another book. I have no problem with that.
Sure. Yeah. All right. I think I'm looking at this now. I'm pulling the parlay builder up and I have a sneaky suspicion. I haven't looked yet. Now I'm looking. I was gonna say I have a sneaky suspicion that there's going to be a decent amount of NBA bets, but there's not. There's not.
See, this is Bills and Jets
Yeah,
Under
we just gotta
48.
get rid of that one. I'm not
Aton
trying.
already touted that yesterday on the show with me.
Wait, like seriously, or was he joking?
No. He was quite serious.
And what was his read on it?
I blacked out after he said under 48 in the Jets Bills game, so I couldn't tell you. You have to watch.
Oh, so he was just giving you the OddsShopper bet.
Yeah. Saying put it right in and then let it marinate for 4 months.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wait. Now this one's 48.
Hard to
What should we look at? DraftKings or FanDuel here?
mm,
Well, let's see. Actually, let's see which one gives us the best expected EV.
oh, DraftKings I'm voting for.
The expected value.
Yeah, sure.
It says expected EV. Oh, DraftKings is way better.
That's what I'm saying. DraftKings has got a lot more opportunities.
Granted, the FanDuel one though is like 100 pays out 2,500 too, so it's a little different there.
Yeah.
So Willie Adames, total bases. I should have let you pronounce Adames. I feel you would have been. Would you have gone Adames?
No, I would have went Willie A.
Horner, and then we've got who else? Tim Anderson,
Jaylen
under
Brown.
1.5 total bases. Horner, under 1.5 total bases. Adames, over a half a base. Jaylen Brown, over 32.5 PRA. And we got to remove the Bills and Jets, and we got to replace this with something else. I don't feel like waiting until September.
You don't say. No.
That's still a nice 4-leg parlay.
Yeah, over 7-1 on that. An X win of 12%.
Yeah. I like that. Does BetMGM have anything good? Oh my God. Yeah. That's a good one. All right. So BetMGM, Ben, you got this one pulled up?
BetMGM, let's take a look. I didn't bet on BetMGM today. 30%.
Yeah. Yeah. 30%. Calvin said, if it hits a Jimmy Butler triple double at 24-1, it's his favorite long shot tonight. And Calvin, one of the preeminent chalkboard members, along with Kyle and Hutch and those guys, and many other who Blitz, many others who I'm forgetting. He likes to do the pay off the truck parlay for like $1 each night outside of his actual serious bets.
Mm-hmm.
But his favorite long shot tonight is Jimmy Butler at 24-1. He said, if it hits, I want Ben to do office hours and chalkboard for a half an hour.
You got yourself a deal. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll come in tomorrow. I might stop in anyway.
You should. Yo, it's free. I'm not telling you that. You knew it's free.
No, I know. I'm aware.
I'm telling everyone out there, the link's in the description. You download the app, you sync your sports books. You can check the box scores on there. All the picks that we throw in chat are free. The strikeout props absolutely hammered yesterday. And we have a good time. And we're like-minded individuals who enjoy talking about betting, sports, DFS, and random shit along the way. Come join the family at Chalkboard. Don't make me beat you over the head with this. You guys know. Come join us. Come join us. Say hi in chat too. You don't have to lurk in the shadows. All right. If that hits, all right. Jimmy Butler, triple double 20. I mean, you're not, it's not going to hit, but if it does, that'd be sick.
I still might pop in for a little AMA. I haven't done one of those in quite a while.
You should, man. The old betting guru right here. People would love it too.
Let's not get crazy, but yeah,
People would love it.
I can tell you what not to do. Learn from my mistakes, people.
Yeah. All right. We got a couple minutes to go here. Do we go to the community parlay to wrap this one up?
I think so. What
hit that thumbs up. We need 1 like to get to 50 here.
Yeah, we hit the community parlay yesterday, did we not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did some good stuff. We got yeah, the Panthers, which I didn't want to win. Sorry, community, because I like the Hurricanes in that game. Aton's over got there, and then of course Santa Clara in college baseball, which I knew Lofty was already on.
Yeah. Well, I gave you that play.
Yeah, smart. Very smart.
All right. Let's do it. What did the community decide on, Mike?
I thought it was the Heat.
All right. Miami +8. I assume that's -110. I did see some -105s out there earlier.
DraftKings has it at 105.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. We'll take any value we can get, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Miami Heat -105. Where are you going tonight?
College baseball, obviously.
Talk to me.
Florida Gators -120. Vanderbilt's a real good team. There's no doubt about it. Used a lot of that pen yesterday. And Florida played an intense game as well. The SEC is loaded. We're not going to get into a whole LSU and Wake Forest not in the ACC. Florida's in a good spot tonight. I be honest, I don't really know what they're going to do pitching wise, but I trust those bats. -120 is a good line. It is worse everywhere else. I saw sign upwards of -145 at some other books. At -120 tonight, I think they get it done. These are elite teams, and Vanderbilt's a really respectable opponent, but I still think Florida's the better team here.
Have you always been this big into college baseball betting? I mean, I know you've done it, but this year seems to be an outlier season for you. Really heavy on this.
So what happened was, this is just my opinion. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm fairly certain. I think that the books paid a lot of money and devoted a lot of resources to building their lacrosse algorithms. Because I used to print money betting lacrosse, and I got walloped for a large part of the season this year. And then I was just like, well, I got to do something else. So I spent a couple weeks learning college baseball, and it's way more exploitable. Today, notwithstanding, because it's been an ugly day. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on college baseball.
You found another niche to get in.
Because lacrosse, something happened. These lines are super. They used to be like legitimately 3 or 4 goals off. And now it's like, oh, not as many spots.
How long did it take you to see that they sharpened up?
Well, when my spreadsheet was like, it's usually green and sometimes red, and this was like dark orange.
Blood
and
red.
I'm like, okay, something is not going well here. So yeah, I mean, that happens.
It does happen. The good thing about these community parlays, though, is if we hit 2 a week.
Yeah, that'll work.
I mean, actually, that's not true. You could hit 1 a week and still be in the profit if you're betting the same amount on each one. All right. So we're on DraftKings. And Mike, that's Miami +8, not -8. I might go to my best friend, go to OddsShopper here and pull the best one. That's what I might do, Ben.
Yeah, that's always like the most effective thing that you can do.
It works for me each day, so why not today? So with the new version of OddsShopper, I'll just go in and simply drop it down to DraftKings, right? I'll leave all leagues selected because it doesn't matter here. And you know what? Despite everything else, Tim Anderson, even though it's better on Caesars or wherever it was, Bet Rivers, this is still the best option that we have. And if you go into the parlay builder, Tim Anderson, is he in there? Tim Anderson is in there. So we'll go with Tim Anderson -125. Well, sorry, under 1.5 bases at -125.
I like it.
Let's win some money.
I was hoping you were going to go with a Florida team, but that's all right.
I can actually.
Nah.
I can. 544.
My lucky number.
Let's do it, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. Remember, OddsShopper first week, entire 100% free. No strings attached. Use the tools. Join us in chalkboard. Sweat them with us. We'll hang out and have some fun tonight specifically. This is a big game. This game 5 is going to be sick.
I'm really excited
Me too.
to watch this game.
Me too. A little bit of action left in MLB too. All the links down there for everything, guys. And any sports books you're looking to get good promos on, like Bet365, and if you're in Ohio, Virginia, Colorado, or whatever the other state is. What's the other state? New Jersey, not Utah.
See, when you don't say it every day, you get out of habit.
I know. That's bet $1, get $200 when you sign up using the link. It's the best promo in the country right now. Unfortunately, it's not available to everyone, but
You gotta be 21
take advantage
plus.
of all promos on all sports books. Maximize your bankroll, maximize your betting, and come hang out with us in Chalkboard tonight. Anything else, Ben, before we hit the road? I got to eat some food. I'm hungry.
I'm pretty hungry myself. No, again, if you have any questions, I know you can find us in Chalkboard, everywhere else, at Lofty_D, at JazzRazDFS. We're just building the community with you guys. Let's make some money today. Do it again tomorrow.
And
Close the doors.
yeah.
Shut
Shut
down
them
the
down,
shop.
boys. Roll down the cage that they have in.
Wow, where is this building? Bad
Oh
area?
yeah, no, we're in a bad spot, dude. This is under the L in Philly, but it's just a front because
So it's money making.
yeah, no one knows what's going on in there, but good things are happening. The doors are closed until tomorrow. Ben's gonna go hang and time it, see how long he can do it for. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow afternoon on the Odd Shop. Peace.
What's a like a reasonable time?